Hey everyone, welcome to this exciting story. This guy rushes to buy cigarettes, but his girlfriend refuses and strides ahead. Her pace quickened, almost sprinting, while our oblivious guy realized something was off entering the store. As he turned to run, he frantically pulled out Captain Wang's gun and dashed towards the love of his life. Talk about dramatic. As she noticed him approaching, she ruthlessly stepped aside, precisely when Captain Wang's ashes were about to be interred. Unfortunately, they amounted to no more than a mere handful. The scattered ashes spread across the nation were impossible to recover, just like Zhang always predicted. They unknowingly turned to ashes in the blazing fire, totally not what Zhang had in mind. Case solved. He never returned to the police. The engine was burned too. Now he is just ashes. The living dead are truly dead. He finally tasted the real freedom he had long dreamed of, standing alone on the icy bridge. He wrapped his arms around the woman, but back in the store, the cops had been waiting for ages. Old Zhang swaggered in, looking all suspicious. He had serious doubts about what the woman just said, clearly recalling when she left him the ashes that year. Old Zhang was all tangled up inside, yet he couldn't bear to meet his goddess again. He kept mulling over it, thinking, what an impressive guy Old Zhang was, feeling all sorts of inner turmoil. Old Zhang buried the ashes beneath a tree, lying to the police, clearly concealing something, his expression flickering as he seemingly fantasized about promotions. He desperately sought to validate something, and in response, the boss pulled out a business card for him. The card had a name. After finishing her statement, she entered and was shocked to see the fur coat. She froze, feeling an urge of panic wash over her. So, Old Zhang casually spent $1,000 to snap the fur, and followed the number on the card to a cybercafe. But it turned out Zhao Jianping wasn't the owner of that fur. What a joke. Back in '99, I opened a trading company. Gave away too many business cards, but the boss definitely said he would help. After a long period of contemplation, my mind was still a complete blank, and I couldn't recall who it was, so ultimately, I just shrugged and walked out. The old man led Old Zhang to a nightclub, and the second madam gazed upon the fur coat, lost in memories. That day the woman came looking for it. Once she left, it was as if she evaporated into thin air. When was that? 99. What month? June. Late June. Didn't think about filing a report, or rather, filing a report. She hid inside, and filing a report is pointless. If it were now, would you even recognize the woman who came looking for her that day? That woman stood at the bar entrance, even if I didn't recognize her. I'd still smell it. The bar was here back then, of course. It was called Daytime Glam. The madam laughed in the bathtub, as if recalling something epic. Then she started laughing and crying at the same time. What a twist of fate. Old Zhang had reached a conclusion, staring blankly at the plaque, pondering the madam's earlier words, such beautiful yet tragic memories. Regardless, Old Zhang was about to make his move. Today she was all dolled up. Unlike yesterday's coolness, she was totally making a move. There's a show tonight. Wanna join? The dazzling first were lights. They hadn't spoken in ages, and Old Zhang seemed to have trapped her in this before. He totally understood his accountability, just knew the woman would come, show or not. The woman followed his finger, eyes widening at the dazzling sign, and when Old Zhang stood up, she lunged right into his arms. But that look in her eyes was filled with determination. Old Zhang's face was a mix of confusion, yet the woman still played dumb. The woman offered herself in neon lights, hoping Old Zhang would treasure this mind-blowing daytime moment. They savored an intimate breakfast, just like true lovers. No need for too many words. See you tonight. Stop. Seeing Old Zhang didn't refuse, the woman felt a glimmer of hope. Yet his eyes revealed an unspoken struggle. That they were laden with unresolvable inner conflict. Before evening came, he arrived with the police. It was a horror movie-worthy scene. Jen was caught off guard, and Old Zhang dared not look back, heart jolted. Old Zhang handed over the evidence, longing for recognition from his superiors to make her return to the precinct. You got to remember, police dug up the ashes from beneath the tree and snagged all evidence from Old Zhang. Faced with the evidence, Jen spilled all the beans and admitted to his hands-on involvement with other clothing, clearly not just a one-time thing. Was Yan Jiajin involved? Nope. He said he'd sacrifice a lifetime for me, willing to be a living dead in return. I betrayed him. At the celebration, everyone erupted with joy, and Old Zhang, star of the show, was asked to toast by the boss, but his dream of returning to the precinct was flat out denied, losing the agency if he didn't achieve his own ideals either. His heart a swell of emotions, carrying his inner frustrations. He walked into the ballroom, losing himself in the music, swinging away all his worries and regrets. As the police escorted the woman to identify the crime scene, Old Zhang climbed silently to the top of a tall building. Amidst the relentless blaze of daylight, and the dazzling fireworks ignited by Wu Zhijin seemed to bring an inexplicable sense of suffocation in the broad daylight. Life itself seemed to have become even more complicated.